Hi, welcome to the Evolutionary Fitness channel, Train, Don't Strain, with me, Mountain-Jayce. A number of you asked whether I could do a condensed version of my original video series, simply called Foundations of Fitness, noting that they were rather hard going. Well, ever happy to get the evolutionary word out there, I have done just that, and this is the first of them. I'll cover the same topics as before, but in a far more direct and user-friendly way. Time is precious, so let's jump straight in. As we're all starting to realize, watching endless YouTube videos of people being humiliated, hurting themselves, or spending the kind of cash we'd all love to have, but never will, on fleets of hypercars, yachts, and watches is actually bad for the soul. In amongst all this envy and jealousy, we need to spend some part of every day actively bringing strength and fortitude into our lives. This is what my fitness training channel seeks to deliver. For far too long, I made excuses as to why I never really attained the fitness and muscle size levels I believed I deserved. Or, worse still, I fooled myself into believing that I had the kind of muscles that were incredibly strong, but also only just a little bit above average in size. This was dumb. The truth is, I had allowed myself to be fooled into thinking that the only thing that mattered was getting through as many sets with the most amount of weight I possibly could, and to hell with how I achieved this. When years turned into decades of dissatisfaction, I finally came to realize it wasn't that I just needed to do more of what I was doing, but less. By which I mean, though I was straining hard in every session, I was in fact barely training at all. At least not in a way that would force my body to build back better. I needed to return to basics and relearn how and why muscles get bigger and stronger. 5 years on, I'm reaping rewards in ways I could never have imagined. From massively improved cardio, weight loss, usable strength gains, and I look good and feel great, even though I'm no longer super young. Equally importantly, I feel a real sense of pride that I've taken the necessary steps to vanquish mediocrity from my life forever. So, here's what you can look forward to from subscribing to my Concise Foundations of Fitness videos. Actionable insights that will make an immediate and dramatic difference to the way you train. This is a real-world climb up real-world challenges. There will be 10 videos covering the most essential aspects of training techniques. From understanding the difference between relative weight on the muscle and the weight shown on the plates you use, how to achieve constant muscle engagement, and how to verify real-time whether you're cheat training, as I used to, or climbing up to the peak of your fitness potential. In terms of who these videos are for, absolutely everyone, from the gym newbie to the guy that has been smashing plates old school for all his adult life. There's no one who can't benefit from doubling, trebling, and even more the returns they get on their fitness investment. Not to mention the massive benefits training the evolutionary way offers for avoiding injuries as a result of training with your ego and not your brain. After you've watched all 10 of this Concise Foundations of Fitness series, you'll be able to walk into any gym, whether it's your first year of training or your 10th, with your head held high, confident that you know what you're doing and that in the shortest possible time, you'll achieve the greatest possible results. And because my aim is to empower rather than enslave, once you understand the huge difference between cheating and true training, you'll be able to explain to anyone who asks why it is your workouts look so different from everyone else's. Let me say at this point, I'm not promising you magical shortcuts. In fact, quite the opposite. I'll be showing you how to do more in less time and in less sets, but with far greater effort that is optimized to deliver visible results. All you need to do for now, though, is have the courage and desire to break with your cycle of fitness mediocrity and come with a completely open mind. I'll do the rest. Finally, let me conclude this video with the following analogy that highlights what I see happening every day at the gym. Imagine that for 5 years, 3 to 4 times a week, you secretly disappear from those around you to have piano lessons. At the end of which, on your birthday, you invite all your friends and family to a local hall for an amazing surprise. Once there, you confidently walk up to a piano placed right in the center of the room, sit down, and as silence falls, you begin smashing, kicking, and jumping on the keyboard in a way that would make King Kong wince. 30 minutes later, you suddenly stop, turn round to face the crowd, and tell them this is what you've been doing every time you snuck away. Think of the disappointment and shame they would feel when they see you hadn't bothered to learn what the different keys represent on the musical scale, what the pedals are for, the difference between loud and soft, or indeed even the fact that the order in which notes are played matters. For 5 years, you just let your body do whatever came naturally to it. Well, that's exactly what most people are doing when they go to gym. Letting their body do whatever it wants without ever bothering to learn or respect the foundations required to attain success. Anyway, see you on the next Mountain-Jayce climb to peak fitness.